I'm back with a video that would probably be best suited for a couple weeks ago, but I didn't have a YouTube channel then. So today what I'm going to be talking about is the Oscar nominations and how angry I am about them. I'm not actually that angry. I agree with most of them, but some of them make me shake my head. For example, how on earth is Bohemian Rhapsody nominated for Best Picture? Over something like First Man especially? First Man was great. It's about the first man. It's never been done before. I should cut that out. But Bohemian Rhapsody, it was a fine movie. It wasn't a bad movie. Oscar worthy though? I do agree completely with Rami Malek being nominated for Best Actor. He definitely deserves a nomination. I don't think he should win. I think Christian Bale should definitely win. He was great in Vice. But I don't understand how Bohemian Rhapsody was picked over First Man or even some other... What other movies am I forgetting? But how is Bohemian Rhapsody picked over First Man? First Man is just an objectively better movie. Bohemian Rhapsody was overall... It was good. But to be on the same list as some of these other things? I don't know about that one. Also, Black Panther. Black Panther was a fine movie. Nothing wrong with it. Really good. It wasn't even the best Marvel movie of the year. Infinity War was just better in every way. So I don't understand how Black Panther gets a Best Picture nomination when Infinity War came out the same year. No one's going to say that Black Panther is better. I say no one's going to say that. Someone has said that. But the other ones in this list are fine. They're good. Vice was a really good movie. Roma was a really good movie. Green Book, The Favorite, Black Klansman, A Star is Born, all great movies. They deserve to be there. How is Bohemian Rhapsody or the Black Panther on that level? I don't understand. Or even The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. That's a tongue twister. Ballad of Buster Scruggs was a great movie. The Coen brothers nailed it. How can someone sit here and say Bohemian Rhapsody is better? Of course, who am I? I'm just one person going against the entire Academy. I could be very wrong, but I'm not. Okay, lead actor, Willem Dafoe, At Eternity's Gate. If you don't know what this movie is, that means you're in the majority because almost no one has actually watched this movie. It's about Van Gogh? Yeah, it's about Van Gogh. Ryan Gosling, First Man. John David Washington, Black Klansman. Those were some great performances. And Willem Dafoe, no. The ones I'm actually most upset about, though, are the relatively small ones that most people don't care about. For example, Best Documentary Feature. 2 snubs there. One, Won't You Be My Neighbor. That was such a good documentary. I don't understand how that was jumped over. Or, even more importantly, They Shall Not Grow Old. Maybe the Academy is saying They Shall Not Grow Old is not a documentary. I don't know. But They Shall Not Grow Old, it was the biggest event movie release ever. It only has been in theaters for 3 days and has brought in well over $10 million, and it's only been in a limited theater release. They Shall Not Grow Old is amazing. How is this not on the list? Won't You Be My Neighbor, also amazing. How is that not on the list? I haven't heard of... Okay, I've heard of RBG. I've also heard of Minding the Gap. Okay, I've heard of most of these documentaries. I haven't watched any of them. So maybe that has something to do with it. But the rest of the internet agrees. Won't You Be My Neighbor was fantastic. It was when it first came out, it was considered to be the best documentary of the year already. And everyone was talking about how it was the front runner for the best documentary Oscar. And then it comes out and it's not even nominated. So that one has me upset because the best documentary, yeah, it's a minor category. No one really cares. But those 2 documentaries were huge this year and they definitely deserve to be put in. Another one that actually has really been bugging me is Best Original Song. Okay, Shallow is going to win. Everyone knows that. No one is questioning if Shallow is going to win. It's going to win. But Sunflower, okay, from Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse, was also a really popular song, written specifically for that movie, and it doesn't even get a nomination? And now I want to actually talk about Spider-Man, because Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, in my opinion, unironically, best movie of the year. It was incredible in every way. The animation style was groundbreaking. The story was really, really good. It was just a really good movie. It's going to run away with best animated, animated feature. It's gonna run away with that. It better run away with that. But honestly, I could have seen it making a case for Best Picture It was that good of a movie. It was better. It was better than Bohemian Rhapsody. I also want to point out really quickly here, Melissa McCarthy, nominated for Can You Ever Forgive Me? Makes sense. Interesting movie. Interesting role for Melissa McCarthy. She was good in it, playing a serious role, which was surprising. It's Melissa McCarthy. Same time, the Razzie Awards, which is like the ironic Oscar. No. It's like the awards for really bad movies. You don't want a Razzie. She was also nominated for that, not for that, The Happy Time Murders, because that movie was terrible. So, same year, she was nominated for Best and Worst Actress. Fun fact. I think that the favorites for almost all these categories, except for documentary, were nominated, and the ones I think should win were nominated. For example, I really think that for Best Picture, this is going to be really controversial, I really think Green Book should win that. That was a really good movie, in my opinion. Really well done. But, you know, Green Book, Roma, Star is Born, Vice, not Star is Born. Green Book and Roma were really good, and I think they both deserve to be there for sure. Lead actor, you know, Christian Bale, I think he should win, so I'm glad he was nominated. Lead actress, Lady Gaga, is gonna win. The Academy really likes when people who aren't movie stars act. Kobe Bryant has an Oscar. Supporting actor, you know, all of these I agree with, and I think that the favorite is there, but there are just some things, you know, nominations, they're only nominations, but when something that clearly should have been nominated and it isn't, that always bugs me. Like in 2015 when Interstellar. When Interstellar wasn't even nominated for Best Picture, Christopher Nolan wasn't even nominated for Best Director, that really annoyed me. I don't understand. Another thing that just bugs me is that Ballad of Buster Scruggs was so underappreciated. It only has 3 nominations for Best Original Song, Best Costume Design, Best Adapted Screen. That was adapted. Oh, it was a book. No, it wasn't. Was it? It wasn't based on a book. Why is that nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay? So they rewrote short stories, and that's what turned into The Ballad of Buster Scruggs? I don't get it. Anyways, to summarize, Bohemian Rhapsody is not Best Picture worthy. Also, it was directed by Bryan Singer. It's weird the Academy still went for a Bryan Singer movie. Google it. Ballad of Buster Scruggs, First Man, wildly underappreciated. It pisses me off how to get into the Oscar nominations, you basically have to release within like 3 to 4 months before the nominations come out. Because if you release in the summer, you never get mentioned. Like all the Christopher Nolan movies, he's never won Best Director, which is ridiculous. His films are very rarely nominated for Best Picture because they release in like July. And also because Christopher Nolan doesn't suck up to the Academy and says that he doesn't care about them, which is fair because they're stupid. Case in point, this video. So yeah, if you agree with me or you disagree with me, that's fine. Let me know.